It's me again, Demetrius Andrade, and if you're looking to take your fight game to the next level, try this, the Fighter Stack. Everything you need.
Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas here in Las Vegas, being joined with the trainer of Tyson Fury, Ben Davison. Ben, Tyson looks a lot faster than I saw him in the last camp that he had against Deontay Wilder. Let me know about the condition that he is compared to the last fight that he had.
Yeah, well, we was talking about going into and after the last fight, about the 140 pounds that he had lost. We wasn't just talking rubbish. Those things will have an impact physically, mentally and emotionally. And, like you said there, he's probably looking faster, but we've also put a couple of pounds on him for this fight. Just stylistically and tactically, there's some adaptations there. That doesn't mean that you're going to see a completely different Tyson Fury. It just means it's small elements and small changes. But like I say, he's recovered from that weight loss now. And, after the fight we said, how could that have been the best Tyson Fury? And I was quite outspoken in saying that I didn't want that fight straight away, the Wilder fight. But it happened, and Tyson put in the performance that he put in. But that just goes to show what Tyson can do even after a 140-pound weight loss.
You think he's finally at the peak where he was maybe 3-4 years ago?
I wouldn't say his peak was 3 to 4 years ago. Actually, when you look at statistics, I'm somebody that when I'm training somebody, I like to know there's substance behind what I'm doing. I'm not just going to say, I think he's getting better, or do you think he's getting better? Statistically, he was better in the Wilder fight than the Klitschko fight. Percentages were down defensively and offensively. Percentages were down in the percentage that he got hitting against the Wilder fight, even though Wilder threw another 200 shots compared to Vlad, and his offense percentage was higher. So, there's substance behind what we're doing, and it was an improvement from the Vlad fight. I said to you that Wilder was a tougher fight than Klitschko, I felt.
These leagues happen.
But so he's always improving, and do I feel like there'll be an improvement from the Wilder fight? Yes, but it's also one of them fights where if it's a hard fight, people to say it was because Tyson was bad and not praise Tom Schwarz, and if Tyson gets the job done in spectacular fashion, it'll be because Tom Schwarz wasn't fantastic. So it's a tough fight for Tyson to gain praise from, but these things, that's how it is in boxing.
Is it tough to motivate him for an opponent like Tom Schwarz, unknown, or have you seen the same motivation like he had with the Wilder fight?
Tyson always trains the same, always trains for everybody diligently. He's a true professional, and when you enjoy what you do, it's not hard work.
So that's saying, because I know I've heard it a lot with fighters that they don't get as up for like a run-of-the-mill type of opponent compared to like a marquee star opponent. Is that true then, or it's just each fighter's different?
Of course, look, there's not that added spice that there was with the Wilder fight, but that one had been brewing for years. They knew each other on their way up there. Then when they got there, it was like, I want to be the best, I want to be the best. This is an opportunity for which would effectively be an upset. We know that. So there's not got that spice to it, obviously. But in terms of preparation, it was he's done everything that he needs to do.
Where do you think he can get to compared to where you got him? And can you get him even further? Is the goal something that you haven't seen from him yet that you still want to get out of him?
You can keep improving. I watched the Oscar De La Hoya-Floyd Mayweather fight the other day, and after that fight, Floyd said, I'm done, I've retired, I've achieved everything that I want to achieve in the sport. What more can I do? But we all know what he went on to do. He kept improving, kept achieving, and, as long as Tyson's enjoying what he does and he's in a good place mentally, he can keep improving and keep achieving.
How different of a fight would be the Wilder rematch with this active and in shape Tyson Fury coming in now, if it does happen in the next few months?
How different can it be? Tyson, he out-boxed Deontay Wilder, so to speak. But is it going to mean that Deontay Wilder doesn't carry that power? We can't change the fact that he carries that power. It's just a common fact. He's got that freakish power. Will he go back to the drawing board and be working on things? I'm sure he will. So I believe that both fighters will improve. And we'll have to see, but Deontay Wilder is always going to be a dangerous man for anybody, as we saw when he boxed Dominic Brazil last.
You got any indications that it will happen next year?
Yeah, obviously there's talks of it, but listen, I've not got Deontay Wilder on my mind. I'm not looking at any tapes of Deontay Wilder. I'm not interested in Deontay Wilder. We're focused on Tom Schwarz.
I ask you this as a trainer. Do you think Andy Ruiz beats everybody but Tyson Fury?
No, I think that Deontay Wilder would beat. People slate Deontay Wilder's boxing ability, but look at when he boxed Ariola. He done a better job and was more fundamentally correct and more varied in what he was able to do, controlling the distance, varying his jab up, knowing when to vary his shots up, ring generalship. People play his boxing ability down because he doesn't do it in a textbook fashion. But he's very effective at what he does. He can box, he can punch, he can fight. So I think that Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder beat Andy Ruiz, and him and AJ, I believe, the next fight, unless any adaptations are made, I believe it's a 50-50 fight.
Do you think at the end of the day it's still going to be Wilder and Tyson fighting for all the belts?
It's a difficult one because we know how boxing is. Boxing's a business. And we know how, things can be manipulated and moved. So whether they fight for no belts or they fight for all the belts, it makes no difference. Them two are the best heavyweights on the planet.
You being from the UK as well and hearing the backlash from the fight that Ruiz had with Joshua, what do you make of all the other things coming out, that he wasn't right, that he had a panic attack? You're a trainer. You can read these things as a trainer when they're in a fighter's demeanor. Did you see any of that?
Firstly, I don't know Joshua personally, so I don't know his body language. I don't know how he reacts. To me, it looked as though it is something that I call act as if. Act as if you're relaxed, you'll be relaxed. Act as if you're confident, you'll become confident. I think maybe he was feeling the pressure and he was acting as if he was relaxed. And people have seen that as a sign that he wasn't right. Or I don't believe it was that. I believe it was technical and fundamental errors, not understanding how to make the adjustment. And I come out and said, when we accepted Tom Schwarz, the reason we accepted Tom Schwarz was because Tom Schwarz is 6'6". At the time, the two other main guys was Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, 6'6", 6'7". So Tyson Style would have to adjust to box somebody tall to somebody short. We didn't want to have to make the adaptation to somebody short back to somebody tall again. And you have to know that you have to do that, and that you have to know how to do that. And I think that's what Joshua struggled with.
Looking good, looking a lot slimmer than the last time I saw you, and you're looking a lot more dapper, man. Life is good, huh?
Not that, just, obviously I lived with Tyson for 18 months. It was 18 months of hard work to get him back from where he was to here. Not just myself, but the full team. And, it was a dedication, and it took sacrifices from myself and members of the team as well. So I wasn't able to do things that I like to do. I like to work out and train myself. As Tyson explains, that's the medicine for the mind. The body feels good, the mind feels right. And, I had to sacrifice things myself for Tyson to get into the position that he's here today, as well as many others did in the team.
Ben, as always, thank you so much. Really appreciate it and great chatting with you. Ben Davison will be in the corner this weekend on ESPN as his fighter Tyson Fury faces off against Tom Schwarz.